I know the wait may have nearly killed us, but alas, Blue Lock spoilers for chapter 252 are finally here. Ryoga has recently tweeted out that spoilers will now be arriving on Monday mornings rather than Friday like normal. You may get them sometimes on Saturdays if we're lucky, however anything is fine with me as long as Ryoga doesn't go to jail. What's going on everybody, my name is Animasu and I'm up at 5 AM with college in the morning because I just have to share these chapter leaks with you guys. PXG is barely breaking a sweat and showing how much of a formulated team they are, which leads me to believe that the key to Bastard Munich winning will be some friendship is magic vibes between Isagi and Kaiser. Anyways, if you guys enjoy the content I push out and would like to support me, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, comment below your thoughts, and also feel free to check out my community Discord if you'd like to interact with me. Without further ado, let's get right into today's leaks, and thank you once again for tuning in. Blue Lock chapter 252 starts off with the intro text saying, Hiyori's block on itoshi Rin shot has saved the day. The front goal line is getting heated with his buddy. Picking back up from the block, everyone is looking up at the ball as Isagi monologues about how amazing Hiyori truly is. His buddy managed to read everything perfectly, even anticipating the exact scenario where Isagi would lose to Rin. Sharing the same image of the field and vision, Hiyori was able to move perfectly into the shot's course in a moment's notice there. Isagi continues on to point out that it's not just Hiyori, but every single player on the field. They've all started off in this final matchup at 100%, which actually just hypes Isagi up even more. He even believes that this matchup against PXG will be the best 11 vs 11 match he has ever played. Finally getting back into the action though, we get to see Karasu trapping the loose ball with his chest, leaving him one-on-one with Hiyori. He immediately takes a jab at his old friend, joking that Hiyori has become a lot more like a man since the last time they spoke. Hiyori even jokes if that's a bad thing, which Karasu denies by saying that he was actually waiting for Hiyori to grow to face off against him. Raichi then goes on to scream out for everyone to prepare themselves, as PXG's offense is still coming along for his second attack. Isagi here as always is scanning over the field with his metavision ability, just trying to grasp the flow of play. With everyone going all out, this is actually a really good match for him to improve on his high-level field reads. With Ness and Hiyori being on either side of him, Karasu actually opts here to just backheel pass the ball behind him. Isagi and Hiyori both wonder what's going on with that, as PXG's coach Loki begins to get excited watching this match. He realizes that Karasu has used the immense pressure on him in the front line to draw attention, as the ball is now arriving to an even deadlier threat. The exact person Isagi said shouldn't have the ball, the 14-year-old prodigy Charles, is now in possession, as Loki jokes how this child only desires to cause mischief. Watching the pass that seemingly was aimed towards Rin, Isagi realizes that this delicate backspin on the ball indicates otherwise. This pass goes beyond anything he could envision, being a trick pass that literally no one could predict. The pass everyone thought was meant for itoshi Rin was actually targeted for Shidou Ryusei, who is seen hauling ass up the field. Isagi realizes that this pass to Shidou was even intentional by Charles, as Shidou reacted immediately with a full sprint. It's almost as if they're communicating telepathically, just as Hiyori and Isagi did for the winning goal against Ubers. He even states here that Shidou isn't even looking at the ball, as Charles is just singing about how much of a menace he is. As Shidou is glaring up at the ball, he even notes about how this pass arrived to the perfect spot for him. Isagi just watches along in amazement, as Charles and Shidou have perfectly replicated what Hiyori and Isagi executed. The best resonance, with both players seeking their own top level of play. With Shidou then leaping forward while cutting through the air, this match's first goal is finally witnessed. Shidou Ryusei has managed to put the first point on the board with an amazing diving header, assisted by the 14-year-old prodigy Charles as well. Isagi realizes that in a match like this, goals will only be born from the combination of two players operating at their absolute best, hence the title, Best Performance. With that being the end of today's chapter, we're left with the outro text which says, Charles' killer pass and Shidou's missile header explode. In this unpredictable final match, the condition of victory is a collaboration between two players' best efforts. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we have next chapter's title just yet, but I can assume it will be a normal post-goal chapter, where Isagi glazes Shidou to the absolute max. It's understandable though, because that goal was absolutely insane, coming from the amazing teamwork between Karasu, Charles, and Shidou. Anyways, I just want to thank you guys so much once again for tuning in to support me. If you enjoyed the content I push out and would like to see more, please consider subscribing to the channel, commenting below your thoughts, and even check out my community Discord in the description below. Thank you all so much once again, and please have a nice day.